Indian National Congress was founded in 1885. It was the first modern nationalist movement to emerge in the British Empire, now known as Congress Party. India has become the world economic power due to the foresightedness, clear-cut vision, dedication and devotion of great Congress leaders. In 1885 the Indian National Congress was founded by Allan Octane Hume with Umesh Chandra Banerjee as its first president. In 1907 the Congress split into two factions, the extremists headed by Bal Gangadhar Tilak and moderates under Gopal Krishna Gokhale. In 1917 Mahatma Gandhi launched the Satyagraha movement as a political weapon in Bihar, gradually went on to lead by most influential leader in Congress Jawaharlal Nehru. In 1930 Declaration of Purna Swaraj promulgated by the Congress, resolving to fight the British for complete self-rule. In 1942 the Quit India movement, a civil disobedience movement, launched in response to Gandhi's call for immediate independence. In 1947 India gained independence on August 15 with leader Jawaharlal Nehru becoming the first Prime Minister from Congress Party. In 1984 after Indira Gandhi's assassination, taking the responsibility, Rajiv Gandhi led the Congress to an unprecedented win of 401 seats in Lok Sabha. In 1991 the Congress came back to power and P.V. Narasimha Rao formed a minority government. The party made a discernible shift in economic, providing the role for the market and private sector. In 2004 the Congress sprang a surprise by emerging as the largest party and headed a coalition in the 2004 Lok Sabha victory, largely credited to Sonia Gandhi. Manmohan Singh served the country twice as a Prime Minister. How was India before the Congress Party came into rule? We had no proper buildings, we had no proper public transport, and even thousands of people were homeless. As we all know, since independence there are many impacts and changes brought by the Congress Party. They accomplished to a greater extent to bring progress in India. It was the Congress Party, particularly Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who took the efforts of establishing many industries like steel plants, the Bhakra-Nangal and Damodar Valley power and mega irrigation projects, for the sake of people. After the independence, it was the Congress Party that stopped India from getting torn down into more than 600 parts. The problem was dealt by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in compliance with the support of Nehru, who diplomatically handled the situation and saved India. The role of Indira Gandhi for indulging in a war against Pakistan for breaking the country to Bangladesh is still considered as the finest decision ever taken. When India transformed from a mere wood and cotton selling nation to a big market for advanced IT firms. Before Rajiv Gandhi, the word computer just found in dictionaries in India who nobody cared to look at. But it was him who dared to introduce the IT sectors in India despite the protest from many political parties. When Manmohan Singh showed that action speaks louder than words and his heroics saved India. The year was 1991, and India was literally bankrupt. And then it was Manmohan Singh as our finance minister who pulled us out of the damn pit and introduced the budget that changed the course of waves and made India stood up once again. In 1947, 1965 and 1971. 3 wars, 3 victories. The time when India was dealing with inner conflicts within the home, it was the Congress government that maintained the patience and dealt with the situation in the most diplomatic and yet with an aggressive approach. The introduction of RTI, Right to Information, was the biggest step towards making India more democratic. It was the Congress government that introduced the Freedom of Information Bill in Parliament in 2002. The bill today gives us the right to hold the authority accountable and question their decision with a positive approach. When Green Revolution stepped in and changed the destiny of India, it was the efforts of Congress that drew India towards the path of agricultural development and become a wheat surplus country from a country that was importing the same 10 to 15 years ago from countries like America and UK. White Revolution. It was the world's largest daily development program which made India world's largest milk producer from a milk-deficient nation. Liberation of Bangladesh. Then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi made this possible. It was only under her government that this happened. She stood firmly with the people of East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, who were suppressed by the militia and government of Pakistan. Economic reforms of 1991. Then Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh introduced a series of economic reforms which made India a part of globalization and privatization. This helped in increase of FDI in our economy and resulted in economic growth of our nation. Some of the key achievements list done by Congress: voting rights for all, equal economic opportunity, women's reservation, bank nationalization, Food Security Act, right to education, women's empowerment. As there are many things done by the Congress party for the betterment of the country, the vision of Congress was so big that made India so democratic since independence that even a Chaiwala could become the Prime Minister of India. To know in-depth and unknown facts about Congress which they have done while serving the country and its people, stay tuned to News Endpoints.